A very good morning to all of you dear students. Welcome to all of you to today's class. Today, before starting the class, let's do Brahmanam. Santi, Santi, Santi. Open your eyes. So now let's start today's topic. So dear students, today in this class we are going to read Unit 3 of the chapter In London in -4, which is written by Louis Fisher. In the previous class I have told you what was the theme of Unit 2. But in Unit 1 the theme was Gandhiji's visit to London in order to attend the second roundtable conference, and there he not only confined himself to attend the second roundtable conference, but at the same time he was also meeting people with various groups. He was not only meeting the dignitaries, but he was also meeting the common people. He was going to their respective houses and talking to them what is the meaning of real independence and what type of independence that India does want. Everything is being clearly described by the writer, that what was Gandhiji's motto, what was his attitude and what was he trying to do in that place. Everything, there is a clear description on the personality of Mahatma Gandhi also, and everywhere he was able to make friendship, and he was a wonderful piece of newspaper copy because he was the leader of India. At the same time, journalists, they were asking thousands of questions to Mahatma Gandhi even regarding on his dress, because he was not wearing the traditional garment of England. He was wearing the loin cloth, it means the garment up to his knee. That's why he was in the spotlight, and people of England, they were excitedly waiting that what Mahatma Gandhi is going to wear when he was going to meet Queen and the King. But he was, as usual, he was not out of the track. He just wore his own garment and went to meet the king. And when people asked him whether he is wearing enough or not, Mahatma Gandhi said he is having enough, and the king is wearing more for himself as well as for Gandhi himself also. Okay. So now let's move to Unit 3. So you just go through your text so that you can understand it in a better way. In each and every class I am speaking it to you because you have to understand it properly, so that there will not be any doubt. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Undoubtedly, I will clarify it. So, there was one major characteristics of Mahatma Gandhi, and what's that? That is, he was accessible to all, means easily he was available to everyone. He was not keeping himself in a great distance, but he was mixing with people. He was quite friendly with them. Let us see. Everywhere he made friends by his charm, frankness, humanity and accessibility. Charm, delightfulness, frankness means openness, humanity means kind consideration for men, as accessibility, ready to reach or easily available. So Mahatma Gandhi was having all these characteristics. Okay. So all these characteristics are there with Mahatma Gandhi. That's why he was able to make friendship with each and every person that he used to meet on his way. He even walked into the lion's den. Here look, lion's den is used here as a poetic device, okay, because there is no place known as lion's den, but here there is a place, Lankesh Rise. That place is known as the lion's den because normally we can't move to lion's den because our life will be in danger. But Mahatma Gandhi was such a place, he was having the daring to go to lion's den. And why this Lankesh Rise is regarded as the lion's den? It is also mentioned, where is agitation for khadi and against foreign cloth. Listen, you must know about the Swadeshi movement, okay, and Mahatma Gandhi was having the revolution, and he was supporting khadi as well as he was against the foreign garments, and he was wearing homespun cotton. At the same time, he was also appealing to people to wear homespun cotton. Khadi against foreign clothes had caused painful unemployment, and Lankesh Rise is the place where, because of Mahatma Gandhi's agitation for khadi and homemade garment or against foreign good, there was lot of unemployment. And why there was unemployment? Listen. Mahatma Gandhi did start the movement for native things, okay, Swadeshi. And here, when he started the revolution, he supported the khadi and boycott the foreign goods. Yes or no? At that time, think people, the Britishers, they were taking cotton from our country and sending out or selling out the garments. And when people throughout India, they didn't purchase the garment, then will the companies produce more and more garment? Definitely not, because it will be a stock in their part. So the textiles, the mills, the garment stores, the garment companies, they stopped producing the garment, and as a result the people, those who were working there, they got the unemployment, they were being fired. Yes or no? They were being out of the company. And why all these things did happen? This happened because of the movement of Mahatma Gandhi. So Mahatma Gandhi was completely solely responsible for all these things. Understood it? That's why it is mentioned Lankeshwar is the lion's den, because of Mahatma Gandhi only people there were unemployment, and right now Mahatma Gandhi is going to visit the same place. At a meeting of the textile mill workers, one man said, I am one of the unemployed, and he not only visited the place, he did also arrange a meeting there. In one of the meeting, one of the persons said that I am one of the unemployed. But if I was in India, I would say the same thing that Mr. Gandhi is saying. But what did he say? He said that I am the unemployed one. But if I were in India, I would have spoken the same thing which is being spoken by Mahatma Gandhi. Understood it? They were suffering miserably, but still they were supporting Mahatma Gandhi. And a delightful, means happy, photograph taken outside the Greenfield mill at Darwin shows Gandhi wrapped means covered in white homespun from neck to knee. And then a very happy photograph is being taken outside the Greenfield mill at Darwin. Darwin is the name of the place. Greenfield means outside of the mill. A delightful, a happy photograph is being taken. And what was Mahatma Gandhi wearing? He was wrapped, he was covered with white homespun cotton from neck to knee. Up to this much Mahatma Gandhi just wearing the homespun cotton. For it was cold and squeezed in among cheering, applauding women, one of whom, to his embarrassment. Embarrassment means what? Feeling mental discomfort or feeling little bit ashamed to, means to hesitate to do something, is holding his hand. He made friends even among those he hurt. And in the photograph, Gandhiji was squeezed. Okay, means he was pressed from all sides. I have written the meanings also. Okay, pressed from all sides. He was being pressed from all sides. And to his embarrassment, one of the women, he was holding the hand of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, and that photograph is being taken there. It means finally it is proved that Gandhiji was able to make friendship even with the people he did hurt. I found that my work lies outside the conference. Conference means what? It is referring to round table conference. And Mahatma Gandhi here has spoken that he found that his work is not only in the conference, but outside the conference his work is there. He told a London audience, and to a London audience he did speak. This is the real round table conference, and this is the real round table conference according to Mahatma Gandhi. The seed which is being sown now may result in softening. Softening means to make something soft. The British spirit, and in preventing means stopping. The brutalization means the cruel behavior. Preventing, stopping, brutalization, to treat in a cruel way. And the British people, they were treating the Indians in a very cruel manner. And Mahatma Gandhi had spoken that the seed he is sowing right now, the seed of love, the seed of humanity, the seed of compassionate. Okay, so all these things he is sowing now, it will soften the heart of the British people, and they will stop themselves to treat human beings in India in a brutal way. Means people in India are heavily tortured by the English people, and all these things will be stopped. Mahadev Desai's diaries so that Mahatma often got to bed at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. means night time. And according to the diary of Mahadev Desai, Mahatma Gandhi was going to bed by 2 o'clock at night and getting up by 3:45 a.m. for prayers, and he was doing prayer by 3:45. Wrote letters and read papers, rested again from 5 to 6, and he was reading newspaper and writing letter and was taking rest again from 5 to 6, and then no respite from then till the next morning at 1 or 2 a.m. and no respite means no rest till the next day 1 or 2 a.m. means all day, almost 24 hours he was walking, only taking 3-4 hours little bit nap. Small wonder that he occasionally slept at sessions of the conference. He did not give it his best, and occasionally only he was sleeping, he was taking a little bit nap in between the conference, but he was not giving him his best. Means Mahatma Gandhi was not at all in the support of taking rest for a long period of time. He was taking short rest and working too much. The Round Table Conference was bound to fail, and it was compulsory that the Round Table Conference will be a failure one. Why? Lord Reading, a member of the British delegation. Delegation means what? A group of intelligent or wise people or a group of officials, and Lord Reading was one of the member, formulated the British purpose in one sentence, and he expressed in a definite form. Who? Lord Reading. He expressed the desire of the British Empire in a single way. I believe that the true policy between Britain and India is that we should in this country strive all we can give effect to the views of India while preserving at the same time our own position, which we must not and can't abandon. Understood? So in a single sentence he just completed the second Round Table Conference, and what is it? He said that the true policy, the real policy in between Britain and India is that they will remain in their country in Britain, and they will try to achieve, they will try, can give effect to the views of India, means they will remain in their country, they will remain in England, and they will listen all the grievances of the people of India. They will try to give the best to the country. At the same time, they will not leave the country, they will preserve at the same time our own position, which we must not and can't abandon. And we are going to give little bit importance to the people of the country, but at the same time we can't give up. We should not leave our position, our power in India. Okay, this is spoken by Lord Reading. And what was the desire of India? To get freedom. And what was the desire of England? Not to provide independence to India. An irresistible, very forceful force, India's yearning, its desire to be free, made an immovable object. Britain's wish to stay in India now, there is a clash in between the two opinion. Okay, India's desire to be free, the desire of British not to provide independence to India. That made agreement impossible, and due to this reason the agreement was quite impossible, because this was not possible. India wanted freedom, the Britishers, they wanted to rule over India, and they are speaking that they will remain in India, they can't give freedom to India, but they will listen the grievances of Indians. Practically this is not possible, because we needed our own freedom. So the agreement, the second Round Table Conference, was a failure one. The British government had assigned to Scotland Yard detectives. Scotland Yard detective means London Metropolitan Police, to guard Gandhi in England. And as Mahatma Gandhi was an important person, if something were happening to him, then definitely England has to answer it. That's why in order to protect Mahatma Gandhi, 2 Scotland Yard detectives, 2 Metropolitan Police officers were assigned to guard Mahatma Gandhi, means they were to some extent the bodyguards. They were special policemen, giants in size, and they were just looking like a police officer, giant, big in size, who usually protected royalty, and they were visible as if they are protecting the royalty. They grew to like the little man, and those 2 police officers were also started liking the little man, Mahatma Gandhi. Unlike most dignitaries, Gandhi did not keep them at arm's length. At arm's length means at a distance. Okay, so here what is written? At arm's length. Here I have written, okay, at a safe distance. So here Mahatma Gandhi was not at all keeping those two police officers at a distance, but he discussed public affairs with them and visited their homes. And what was Mahatma Gandhi doing? He was discussing each and everything with those two police officers, as well as he was also visiting to their respective houses. Before leaving England, he requested that they be allowed to accompany him to Brindisi. And before leaving England, before leaving England, Gandhiji requested the officials that those two police officers, they should give company to Mahatma Gandhi up to Brindisi. And Brindisi is the name of the port which is in Italy. Whence he should sail for India, and from there, from Brindisi, Mahatma Gandhi had to sail to India, and it was the earnest desire of Mahatma Gandhi that those two police officers should give him company up to Brindisi. Their chief asked the reason why, and the chief also asked why. Why will they go? Because they are part of my family, Gandhi replied. And what was the reply of Mahatma Gandhi? Gandhi simply replied, they will go because they are part of my family. Who said? Mahatma Gandhi did speak it. Gandhi replied, from India he is sent it a watch engraved with love from Mr. Gandhi. And from India Mahatma Gandhi sent two watches, either it is wall clock or wristwatch. As it is written watch, so wristwatch. So Gandhi sent them two wristwatch, and what was written there? It was written with love from Mr. Gandhi. It means from India Mahatma Gandhi sent to gift for those two Scotland Yard detectives. Okay, understood? It means here Gandhi was considering everything or everyone as his family members. He was having a cosmopolitan outlook. Okay, because he was treating human beings with love, affection, with respect, and people all over the world, they started liking Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, understood? So this is your text. With this your chapter is over. You just go through it. Any question, any doubt you have, you just call me. Okay, so till that time, thank you. Have a nice time.